Well, good afternoon. It is about noon in Germany, and I'm getting ready to go to the Christmas market, I think. My husband wants to go, even though I don't really care too much about Christmas markets. It's a way for me to get out and get some sun and stop holing up in the house and doom scrolling. So I put on makeup and fixed my hair and put on a sweater and a bra. And I guess we'll go and have some Glühwein and I'll get some photos. Maybe there'll be some good live music. And I can enjoy that. But I've been having some problems lately. The reason I'm making this video is because I usually write a blog post in the morning and I just today don't feel like it. It feels like a waste of time, and it's easier to just talk. So that's why I'm talking. I saw some things earlier today that I was a bit flabbergasted by. I saw a meme about how a few weeks ago people were complaining about the price of eggs. But then they all went traveling for the Thanksgiving, the ones that didn't get canceled. And in the comments, there were Trump supporters who were saying, oh, so, because we want to spend time with our families, we can't complain about the price of eggs. And they said that they were tired of the liberal elites ignoring their problems. And so the solution to that is to vote in a convicted criminal who was born wealthy and has never done an honest day's work in his life. And now we're seeing that he's bringing in his loyal buddies who've donated a lot of money to him and actually have no competence whatsoever for the jobs that he's wanting to put them in. And some of them actually have some criminal connections. And yet we're seeing people cheering and gloating about this new regime that's about to come in. I've got a friend on Facebook. She's a MAGA friend. I don't like to cancel people. I don't like to delete or unfriend people because of their politics, because I don't like it when people do that to me. And I do strongly believe that people should vote the way they want to. But in this case, right, I have to admit, right now I'm having a really hard time with it. In previous years, we had candidates who were basically folks who would obey the law, respect the law. They were not complete sociopaths. People are now, they're acting like Trump is a normal person, and he's not. And they're ignoring everything from his misogynistic bragging about molesting women to the fact that he has literally hired people to fix things for him, to the fact that he's been bankrupt several times, and that if he ever tried to get a regular government job, he'd never even get a security clearance. And he's done things that, if my husband did them, he would go to prison. No question. But we're letting him get away with that. And somehow he's going to make America great again. So, about a month ago, this person that was on my friends list, still is, I hid her from my timeline because I couldn't take the, frankly, moronic things she was posting. And it was all I could do not to leave an angry response or an insulting response, so I just hid her. And then last night she popped up on my feed again, and it was gloating about how Biden was going to leave office and he's got 2 more months to fix things, and people were cheering about it. And I was just thinking, this is really a very stupid thing to say. Joe Biden wasn't perfect, but he's basically a decent person. Say what you want to about Hunter Biden. I frankly don't give a crap about Hunter Biden. He wasn't the one running for president. But I have seen Joe Biden, actually, he cares about people. He's a decent person. He doesn't try to upset our allies. He doesn't antagonize people for the most part. But he gets blamed for everything. Personally, I liked him. I haven't suffered under him, and I also am smart enough to know that he doesn't control things like gas prices and egg prices. That's a very complex thing. I live in Germany. Inflation is a global issue, and a lot of it has to do with the fact that there was a pandemic. So Trump isn't going to fix that. And Trump doesn't care. He doesn't care about anybody but himself. And he's never, ever not been an elite. So why these people think he's going to fix things, I just don't know. The last thing I want to bring up, and this may sound a little disturbing and weird to some people, but I've actually been having some problems with my stomach. And over the summer, I went to see a doctor, and it was the first time I'd been to a doctor in 14 years. I don't like going to doctors, and it mainly stems from the fact that I grew up with military health care. And when I was 22 years old, I joined the Peace Corps, and I had to have a physical. And I had my first female physical, and it was a female Air Force major who did it. And it was absolutely traumatic and horrible for me. I'm not going to go into the specifics here, but it left me with a fear, basically, of going to doctors. And, years later, I earned a master's degree in public health and another in social work. So I understand how important health screenings are. And there are many that I've never had. I've never even had a mammogram. And I have a mother who had breast cancer. But I'm at a point now where I just don't even know if I want to. Do I even want to? I saw this doctor over the summer, and it was an absolute disaster. He was a German, and I waited an hour to see him. And it was a 15-minute appointment. My husband was with me, probably to make sure I didn't run out the door. And half of the appointment, he was on the phone talking to another person about another case. And he didn't really listen to what I had to say, but he did list a bunch of things that he wanted to do. And I agreed to do them. But the one test that I thought he should do, he decided not to do. He never told me why. And then when I went in to have a colonoscopy done, he twice tried to start without anesthesia. And that left me traumatized anew. And I still have the problem that I went in for. And I probably should go see another doctor. But I don't even know if I want to. I don't even know if it matters enough. Because even though I know that administrations come and go, he's already said he's not going. So I know that's disturbing and weird, and some people will not understand it, and some people may not like this video, and that's fine. And I normally would write this, but I just don't feel like writing it today. So this is a video, and if you have come to the end of it, then thank you for listening. I think I will stop now and go walk around the Christmas market and probably have some Glühwein, and then come back and see what else I can do with my time.